Brownie, I guess when you look back, that was quite a good few days, a draw down at Exeter and a win on Tuesday. I know you would have wanted 6 points, but that was a good return.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Away from home, you pick up a point. Was close to taking all three, but wasn't to be. And then obviously a good performance on Tuesday with a 3-0 win. So it was a good week.
Just going back to that game next year, that was some of the football you played there was outstanding. I thought, was that some of the best football you've played in the Rovers side?
I think we've played good football all year. Look at some of the performances this year, and you'd say it's probably the best football we've played for many years. So it's not the performance which is the problem at the minute. It's the results. So yeah, I'd say we've been playing like that most of the season, really.
So you come back to Mem Tuesday, and people might have been wondering what to expect, but really it was a very good performance, wasn't it? And the right result at home.
Yeah, that's it. Well, I think we had both performance and result on Tuesday. It's just another game ticked off the list. It was a great win, and obviously we're delighted. But now we get a little break now, and then this main focus is on for York.
Matty Taylor's hat-trick, I mean, everyone's talking about him. He's the first player to score. I think Elliot Richards was the last one to get Burton a few years back, so good for him to get a hat-trick, I guess.
Fantastic. I've never had any doubts about him. There's always been a few, but it's never questioned my mind that he was more than good enough for this level. Never ever did it cross my mind, and it's just showing now, and everyone wants to jump on the bandwagon now, but he's been doing that for a while, and I think he's getting the recognition that he deserves, and fair play.
And him and a few others having their first taste of league football, it's quite an eye-opener. There must be other players down there, non-league surely, who can make the grade.
Oh, without a shadow. There's some good players, but for whatever reason they don't get their chance. They go down and they can't get back up, because it's hard to get back up. And when they do get their chance, they take it. You only have to look at Jamie Vardy again, and you see which sort of potential there is down there. And there's other players. You look at the likes of Peterborough, who sign them from non-league, and where they go after Peterborough, there's probably 5 or 6 you could reel off which have actually gone up through the leagues. But I think people disregard the non-league, but it's some good players down there.
Just looking at those goals the other night, the free kick routine for the first one had a lot of people talking. I mean, is that one that was practised?
Yeah, we practised it on Friday. And luckily it come off. It's one of them things you try a few times, but luckily the first time we've tried it and it's come off, and they'll probably be knowing what we're going to do next time, so we'll have to change it up.
Yeah, people will see it once and then everyone knows about it, so you've got to come up with something else.
Of course, yeah, but then again, I could hit it, Mansell could hit it. There's 3 ways we could go, so it just happened to be that we went that way that time, and luckily it went in.
Who's the brains behind it?
Mansell come up with that one, yeah. It was a good one from Mance, actually. He was delighted when it went in. But yeah, it's nice, something different.
Are you constantly thinking and planning different routines?
Yeah, it was only the gaffer who said, "You boys stay out and work a few things after training," and that's what we did. We spent about half hour on it on the Monday, and luckily it paid off.
And Matty's second goal was a result of quick thinking by Stuart Sinclair.
Yeah, I think we've the manager's criticised a little bit of us because we haven't scored enough set pieces, but we've scored two the other night through quick play, a bit of interplay. So it's good really that we're adding set piece goals to the game.
Better talk about his third one as well. He sort of made that himself, a bit of indecision at the back for Wycombe, wasn't it?
When it's going for you, it's going for you. He could have had one with the header. But yeah, when it's dropping for you, it's dropping for you, and that's what it goes like for strikers. Sometimes it don't drop for you, and sometimes it does drop for you. And luckily the other night it was dropping for him lovely.
Been a few changes in the personnel recently. The 2 new loan signings come in. Paris out on the wide, and Rory has made quite an impact, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think they both made great impacts. You see Rory up top. It was a different option for us, more of a presence. So yeah, he's done really well when he come in. He's only had 2 games, but long may it continue. Paris obviously a bit of pace out wide. We've got good wingers at the club. You look at Goslin, Montano, Bill. We've got great options, and he just adds to them options, and hopefully he brings a lot to the party.
Is it good for you to have different partners at times down that left-hand side? I mean, you have to build up a relationship with all of them, I guess.
Yeah, you do, but it's just football nowadays. It chops and changes. You can't expect a winger to to be consistent for the whole season. So you're always going to have different wingers. Since I've been here, I've probably had near enough 10 wingers in front of me. So it's just one of them things, you know. It's just you get on with it. You sort of know how they play from training, so you adapt your sort of game to go with that winger.
Same with systems, I guess, because you start off with one, you check them, the manager changes it through a game, and you're constantly switching. Is that easy? Is that enjoyable?
Yeah, credit to the manager. You know, it's hard to get from go to one system where you're playing 3-5-2 and then change straight to a 4-4-2 seamlessly. So it's good that we can do that just on the click of a button, that we can just change like that and just go straight into a 4-4-2 without even thinking about it. So that's good.
What about yourself? Are you enjoying your football? You're the only player who's played every minute of every game so far.
I feel like it, I tell you. No, I enjoy it. Of course, I think every player wants to play every game, me included, and it's nice because when you are playing, you can get some sort of consistency. You know that you can manage yourself in a way, and that's what you got to do. You got to manage yourself. If you have a bad game, you can sort of put it right the following game, and vice versa, you know. So it's all about consistency when you're playing every week, and luckily I'm getting that at the minute.
So are you proud of that record to be?
Yeah, of course. I think you've got to be proud that you're playing because there's a lot of good players who are not playing out there, so you can't take it for granted. I know that it can end tomorrow. I know that against York it could end, or it could end the following game. So I don't take it for granted. You got to play each game as it's your last, and I try and do that as best as I can.
Just finally, you've got a break. Is that good or bad? Given that you won on Tuesday night, I guess you'd be looking forward to another game.
It's the same as last time we had a break. I think we beat Wycombe on the Tuesday, didn't we?
Yeah.
And then we had the weekend off. So sometimes it can go in your favour, you know, and sometimes it can't. I don't really read too much into it. We've had a good result, and now the next game's thing. But for myself, the break would probably be good. So, as you're saying, I've played every game, but sometimes it's nice just to refresh and go again the following week a bit more sharper.